you've got kind of two ways to think about this. What does it mean to corporate America? What does it mean to the United States government, governments in general? We've already seen kind of a clamping down on information sharing within agencies, within corporations. They're deathly afraid that now if they talk to each other, that's going to end up front page news, thanks to WikiLeaks. But for people, I think it serves as a constant reminder for Mr. and Mrs. Smith, who use their home computer for financial work. They've got probably some personal contact information on there. If it's in a digital form and you're not protecting it, it can end up on the internet. And once it does, you have very little control over it. Look at WikiLeaks. The site alone is co-located between 6 and 7 different countries, not just server banks, countries. So to knock off one, you've still got 5 or 6 left. It's almost impossible to take something like that down, especially considering the laws are different between country to country, right? So if you think about what could happen to your information, where it could flow, where it could go to, once it leaves your domain, if you will, your computer, sky's pretty much the limit. Fortunately, there are a number of free tools available. And to be clear, what we're not talking about here is antivirus, okay? But there are a number of free tools. So for instance, if it's very sensitive information, your tax records that you've got in a PDF or a Word doc format or some other format, financial records for your snow plowing business, that's probably been booming as of late here in Minneapolis, you should be encrypting that. Now, you have a couple of options. You can encrypt the entire hard disk, which will prevent prying eyes from seeing the information should the hard drive or computer be stolen from your possession or copied somehow. Or you can use file level encryption. You can just encrypt that specific file. And so for full hard disk encryption, TrueCrypt is a great solution. The encryption standard that it uses is AES. That's the same standard that banks and financial services companies use. It's the same standard that's used in many areas of the United States government, and it's free. The other option you have for file level encryption is called AxeCrypt. That's one that I'm particularly keen on, and that allows you to just take that file, that Excel spreadsheet, that Word document, and just encrypt that with a specific password. Both of these products have great documentation. They walk you through how to actually use the product, and again, they're all free. If people get nothing else from watching this, I hope slowly but surely a number of you viewers are realizing that it isn't about being a big corporation or a small corporation, about being part of the government or being a small business owner. You as an individual have something that criminals want. And I'm not saying that Julian Assange is actively recruiting people to try to infiltrate, your house in Edina or Palo Alto or wherever you may live in the United States. But there are criminals out there who want your credit card information, who want your banking information, who want your tax records, who would love to have your entire contact list so they can send spam emails to all of them to try to get them to buy fake Viagra or some of the other emails we've seen as of late. This information is valuable, even if to you it seems somewhat benign. So protect it.